You always have been a high-end tackler. So how does the body full-throttle tackle game one off 14 preseason snaps at Las Vegas?
It's an adjustment, that's for sure. Body, I think our staff has done a great job taking care of us, making sure that we're fresh going into week one. So, obviously your body is gonna feel the beating that you have and what occurs on the field. So Monday, Tuesday, you're not feeling the best, but that's what's you feel the progression of the season, and week one is a part of that.
So being in your 8th year, 4 with Philly, 3 with Arizona, it's I don't want to say was there a reckless approach when you were younger out of Texas and going more full throttle? Do you take care of yourself mentally and physically differently now than you did when you came into the league?
Yeah, no, it's just experience is really what it is. Early in my career, I kind of had to get over the injury hump. Torn Achilles, torn pec, torn groin, things that were setbacks for me that, I really had to buckle down and figure out what worked for my body and what worked for my mind. So you develop a process, you develop, you go through the trial and error of different modalities and different things that work for you. And, I've been able to figure out what those things are. And, at this point now it's kind of routine. You get back into that season routine and you just go.
So was 2017, that's double-edged sword. You win the Super Bowl, but you're not playing and you're hurt, and you got hurt relatively early in the season. Yeah. That had to be one of the strangest, if not the strangest, professional years of your career, right?
Absolutely. Very tough to deal with, right? Because obviously you want to be out there. In my opinion, injury is the hardest part of this game because us as athletes, as competitive as we are and as much as we want to be out there and proving ourselves, when you have to be held back and due to injury, it is one of the hardest mental and physical things you've got to go through. So, I do everything I can to avoid it, and I take care of my body as much as I can. I try to eat as healthy as I can, and do everything necessary to stay on the field.
When Jordan, when it comes to a team like the Eagles that year, and they beat the Vikings in the NFC title game after the Vikings have the Minneapolis Miracle, then you come here, got the Philly Special, just the whole thing, man. It was very memorable for the Eagles and Eagles fans. But it's how much do you truly feel like you're part of it? And why I ask that is whether it's talking to B.C. Johnson here or just knowing people throughout the years, it's when you get hurt earlier in the season or in training camp, it's when you try to be part of it, people try to keep you part of it because you're a brother forever.
Right.
But you in your heart know that, damn, man, I'm just not really part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are 100% a part of it. I feel 100% a part of that team. My coaching staff did a great job, Jim Schwartz at the time, keeping me involved. A lot of times when guys get hurt, their schedules go to absolutely nothing, right? You come in for treatment, your required treatment, and you go home and you play video games and you do whatever you want to do, sitting on the couch while you rehab, right? I was presenting on, different things for our defense throughout the week,
nice.
Doing research, trying to help out as much as I could, watching film still, and, being a part of it. Yeah, that, again, part of the mental strain of being hurt is feeling disconnected from the team, like you're not a part of it, like you're not, allowing or bringing anything to the table. And, that year was part of my story, man. It was part of the whole thing was like a storybook because of the injuries and the Foles and the way it all worked out, being the underdogs. When I look back on it, it's kind of like watching a movie again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was called to be in that role, and I truly believe that was where I was meant to be, and I'm trying to get back to that point.
Amen to that. Now, so what a Super Bowl win looks like. What do you like about this team? And ain't nobody putting the Vikings in the winner's circle off a very convincing win against Green Bay, which we generally don't have, even if we win games. Rodgers can be working through these young receivers and no Lazard and stuff like that, but it's still an HOF quarterback that has cunning and guile and ways to keep things close. And honestly, I mean, you guys went wire to wire and kind of handled them. So off what you know now from the entire offseason and that game, what do you like about this team?
First of all, I like the togetherness. I think one of the things that people often overlook is how together a team really needs to be to handle the adversity that is 100% going to happen throughout a season, an NFL season. You know, there's going to be highs and lows, injuries, whatever it may be, and that togetherness is what fortifies through those hard times and pushes you to become a better team against all odds, right? And then secondly, I believe it's the focus. The focus of this team has never been it's still early and we're still learning, but the focus has never been on anything outside.
Yep.
It's always internal. And so when we're going week to week and we're trying to figure out a game plan and what teams look like and what an offense is how they're going to attack us, the focus is not on them necessarily. It's on us, and it's on getting our work done, preparing the right way so that we can go out there and be our best. Because if we can do that, then we'll be just fine.
Jordan Hicks, linebacker for the Vikings, kicks off 9 to noon. What do you remember about the pick six your rookie year at Dallas?
Yeah, that was talk about another double-edged sword game for me.
Uh-oh.
I was having a heck of a season, being a young rookie, and that play I was quarter flat off of Darren McFadden. I think Matt Castle was the quarterback.
McFadden, the tailback, Arkansas?
The tailback, Arkansas, I'm pretty sure it was.
Hey.
He went out to the flat. Being a young rookie, they're going to attack you, and the ball was thrown my way a little bit behind Darren McFadden.
You jumped it.
You
jumped it.
Caught it in the air.
67.
And, took it back. And, it was – dude, it was, 3 drives later? That put us – I think it put us up. But it was 3 drives later I actually tore my pec.
Oh, my God.
On the last drive of regulation. We actually went into overtime and won it on a Jordan Matthews touchdown at the end. But tore my pec, and that was my last game as a rookie linebacker in Philly.
So let's focus on the good.
Yeah.
With the 67 route jump on Castle in front of McFadden, did you look up at the screen and see yourself running?
I didn't. I actually looked back to see if there was anybody. Probably not the best thing to do. But I felt
McFadden was fast. He might have tried to come get you.
He was fast. It was my whole rookie year was kind of a blur because it's kind of what a rookie year is. You're going straight from pre-draft process into that, and I got thrown into the fire really quick. And the defense was complex and had to learn it, and ended up with the green dot, and there was a lot of things going on. But that play was special.
For the Vikings, the guys in front of you, specifically Harrison Phillips and Dalvin Tomlinson, how do they make you better?
How do they not? You got 2 guys up there that are selfless but strong and understand football, and 600 pounds can't move them off the spot, right? It is obviously the defense, linebacker up front. It's a team deal, but when you've got guys up front that are as good and as strong and as physical and as smart at making plays as they are, it makes everybody on the field better.
Your time for 2 more. Your former teammate with Philly, center Jason Kelce. What makes him so well respected around the league? I mean, he's a Hall of Fame type center.
Yeah, no, he is by far, probably one of the smartest centers that I've ever been around. He's calling out all the checks and setting the front left and right, and he has this really good feel and knack of knowing what's coming at him.
Is he still fast?
Yeah, he is probably the fastest center in the league. I mean, he is. Yeah, I mean, he's up on the second level.
Jeez.
Extremely quick. So athletic, smart, understands what's coming, and physical at the same time.
Yeah, it's going to be your first time, and unless there's a preseason game I'm missing here, but your first time at Lincoln Financial since you left. Do you expect those fans to cuss at you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't expect anything less from
Well, I
those,
was going to
from the
say
Philly
you,
fans.
just you, but you had those 3 in Arizona, and I ain't
Yeah.
saying that they've forgotten, but
No, honestly, it is. So it is my first time, and I don't know how it is to be on the other side, but I know how it was being on that side and hearing the stories.
Oh.
And it was. I've heard it's rough, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see.
what makes Zadarius Smith so tough?
His mental, his physical, who he is, how he carries him. I mean, he just is who he is, right? Who he is on the field is who he is off the field. He's a tough dude. He's hard-nosed, and he's a great leader, right? He holds himself to a high standard, and he's a great addition and great leader for this team.
That was terrific. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
much.
Appreciate it.
Taylor, thank you.
All right.
I appreciate you. That was really, really good.
No doubt.